Hi everyone, it's Marlon Marisha here, and I want to talk to you today about leads now or leads later for a web design business. So if you have a web design business and you are trying to grow that business, there's a concept, there's two concepts you have to really understand. The first one is, how do I get leads right now so I can feed the family, put food on the table, feed my team, pay the bills, that kind of thing. And that's really, really important. And then there's the concept of leads later. Leads later is, how do I build up momentum in my business so that I can generate leads for free later down the track? But this is where you get a lot of web designers get confused. You don't want to depend on a leads later strategy at the beginning or when you need to ramp up your business, because it's leads later. You're going to get leads later. So what is leads later? It's SEO. It's content marketing, it's getting referrals, it's networking, it's all those soft kind of marketing strategies where you don't have to go out and be aggressive, right? You get to sit back and you get to work at your computer and you do some work and it feels good and you don't have to put yourself out there. That's leads later. So SEO is awesome, but that's a 6 to 12 month journey. And some of you in web design, you're never going to get to the top because it's so competitive. Content marketing is awesome. Putting out good blog content, creating videos, putting on YouTube, going into your social media, building up your page, providing value, building up a Facebook group with your target market in it, adding value to them, and then they become buyers. It's great strategies, but they're all 6 to 12 month strategies. Don't spend your time when you're trying to ramp your business up or start your business or have great growth doing too much of that. Maybe spend 20% of your time on that. What you need to focus on is leads now, because what you need is new clients and money in the bank. And the way you do that, the quickest way, is through advertising, paid advertising. Generate the leads, nurture them very quickly, get them into a phone call, and then close them on the call. And that strategy works. I have built my business through it. But what I've also done is built my business on generating leads today, but also building up content over time that gets indexed in Google, where people now are finding me through the content I've created over the years and just booking strategy calls in my calendar. And I ask them, how did you hear about me? And they say, a YouTube video or a blog post I found on the internet. So that has been built up over years, but I still run the leads now strategy. So let me tell you a little bit why you probably don't do the leads now strategy. It's probably because you don't know how, right? So it's hard. Let me just tell you, it's hard to generate leads for web design using paid advertising. It's not impossible and it's very doable, but if you don't know how to do it, then you're not going to do it, okay? You're not going to get it right. And some of you are gun shy. You've actually tried it. You've lost your money, your $50 or your $100 or your $200 or your $1,000. You got nothing for it. And now you're like, man, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to go back to SEO because SEO works. And it does, but it takes a long time. What I want to tell you is that it does work and there are strategies, and I have figured it out. And so that's how I've built my business quickly, through paid advertising. Facebook ads is the best at the moment. YouTube is pretty much almost on par, so we're starting to use some YouTube, but Facebook is where it's at. Google ads, look, it's just too expensive. For a web designer, running Google ads, it's just, you're paying way too much. The big guys out there are spending way more money than you. Unless you have a very intelligent strategy, which you could do, but still, Facebook's just so cheap at the moment. So I would say run Facebook. And this is how I do it. I give away a lead magnet, something for free of high value to my target client. I speak to their problem in their industry so they can identify with it. I give them something and they look at it and they say, I want that. So then they click the ad, they download the ebook. What I do then is, on the thank you page, I do not give them the ebook. I say to them, hey, we've emailed the ebook to your inbox, but right now, why don't you fill in a quiz? And this quiz will help you understand whether you can generate more leads through your website. And so that quiz builds pain. It builds a gap. It basically says to them, this is where you should be. And they say, well, this is where I am. And every time they create that gap, it creates tension. At the end of the questionnaire, it's about a 10-question questionnaire. we have an opportunity for them to book in a call in my calendar directly. And so when they book that call in, um, I get to speak to them on the phone. Now, why do they book it in? Because we've just created pain through that questionnaire. And so now they say, well, my website should be here, but it's here. Maybe I should do something. And we say, well, why don't you book a call in? And I have a very high conversion rate of people who just book straight in. Facebook ad, they download a lead magnet, they fill in a questionnaire, and bang, they're in my calendar. And that is a lead generation strategy, a leads now strategy that actually works. Now, to make all those components work together, I would say is tough. It took me a while to figure it out. And I'm a bit of a Facebook ad specialist, right? So that's my background. But it works, and it works for my business, and it can work for your business. So if you say to me, Marlon, I want to do that. I want to do that. Well, let me tell you how you can figure it out for free. We have an amazing Facebook group called The Profitable Web Designer. It's free to join. And in there's a lot of smart web designers who are all trying to build their business, right? And this is where I hang out, and I help with these kind of things. I believe there's 3 components to growing a great business. First is how to attract, and we talked about attract today, how to attract high quality leads. But the second one is how to convert them and how to increase your prices, how to triple your prices. I think so many web designers are just underselling themselves. And in this group, we teach and share how we do that in our business. And then finally, it's how do you deliver a website that's twice as valuable as your competition, but in half the time. That's pretty amazing if you can do that. And we also share that. So I want to encourage you around this video, click the link or just go to the Profitable Web Designer Facebook group on Facebook. Join up. I'll be in there. I'd love to hang out with you and share ideas like this and help you grow the web design business of your dreams. So thanks, guys. Look forward to chatting to you soon, and I'll be back for another Facebook Live or YouTube Live very soon.